What's up everyone, CaRai coming at you with another video. In today's video I'm going to be breaking down the story mode trailer and the implications behind it, and thus really shining some light on everything that we're getting. Well, not everything, but just the idea of the story so far with what we have, because there's a lot of nuggets in this trailer that was revealed at Anime Expo. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, and yeah, enjoy the video. Now the story is centered around two characters right here, Nanashi and Merz. Merz is a mysterious man who wants to start a war, hence why the trailer showed ninja fighting. It seems that there will be a fifth ninja war, judging by the implications of everything in the video, with him saying literally the war is inevitable, it's going to start eventually. To be clear, this story is non-canon, but it's the implications of the story mode that have everyone going crazy when you take into account what's happened in the Boruto manga. Now before we move into it, we also have Nanashi, who is a navigator from the popular game Ninja Heroes. That's the description here. This sounds odd, but based on what we saw in the trailer, she believes she is in a game. When I watched the trailer, I was confused for a bit until I sat back and looked through it again. I am not sure exactly how it happened. You know, no one is because we don't have all the details yet, but this is the case. Now back to the story as a whole. From the looks of it, Merz is likely the mastermind behind this stunt to start a war. Because Nanashi, let's just face it, looks way too cute and adorable. But given she believes she is in a game, this must mean that Merz used that as an opportunity to take advantage of her. As far as who Merz is, he seems to be someone who is quite fascinated with Pain's ideology. In the trailer, he talks about Zero providing the power that Lord Pain strive for. Now, if you sit back and you think about it, Pain was the Hidden Rain Village leader at some point, so this could mean that Merz is someone who was in the Hidden Rain Village during that time. It would explain why he takes after his beliefs too. Now, as far as the seals over his eyes go, we already know what that means. Let's not even front. You saw that new Sharingan in the trailer. It's either Nanashi's or Merz's, but given the seal, it is likely Merz's, which makes me wonder how he got them. It's quite possible given the technological advancements of the ninja world though, and honestly, I've thought about this a few times. You know, how easy would it be for someone to get a Sharingan, get a Byakugan, or even make one? Because we know that this world they're living in now is so technologically advanced that it's crazy. So many different things are possible. For example, in the anime, early on when they were showing, or even in the movie, right? When they were showing a scientific ninja tool, you could store a Rasengan and use Rasengan with a scientific ninja tool. And that's just freaking insane. Now switching back to Nanashi, I want to focus on the implications of her being in the game. This is interesting because it implies that she may have the ability to control certain aspects of something or the game itself, which is why we see Naruto tweak it in this part of the trailer, his eyes just going crazy, and what looks to be Sasuke versus Naruto happening in the game. Now let's come full circle. I'm not going to spoil for those of you who have not read the Boruto manga, but this is huge. Again, this story is not canon yet. That's all I can say. And for those who know about the big switcheroo in the manga, you know what I'm talking about. It's the fact that a big switcheroo is happening in this non-canon story that has everyone excited, so to speak. People are speculating that this non-canon story will somehow provide ideas as to how some events in the manga will play out to a degree. It looks like Naruto is being controlled and it's up to Sasuke to stop him, which is epic. It's giving me goosebumps just thinking about it. It reminds me of Goku and Vegeta when they fight, or even the infamous Majin Vegeta versus Super Saiyan 2 Goku fight way back when. Boruto obviously plays a huge role in this from what we can see too. Now how the Boruto storyline characters come into play, I have no idea. There's a chance that there could be an arcade mode style option outside of story, you know, similar to what happened in Generations. Remember in Generations you played several different arcade mode style stories, and the reward was at the end you would get a cool anime cutscene exclusive to the game. Maybe you play these different arcade stories and it teaches you about the character, and you know you play through their fights, obviously not in cinematic detail, but for example, if you pick Jigen, you're gonna use Jigen and you're gonna play against Naruto and Sasuke in a series of fights, and then once you beat that, you know, you'll unlock Jigen. I think that's much more of a possibility. I don't see them merging the stories together. I think that would be weird, Jigen helping out Merz, but it could happen. But given that, you know, these Boruto characters already have their rich story and things of that nature, I honestly think it'll just take away from the IP, and I don't really think it'll make it shine as well, or as well as it would otherwise had they just put the actual story mode battles in the game for them. So I think it's going to be like an arcade story mode, or they might just throw them in there. They might just say, "Here you go, here's some Boruto characters." But who knows? Who knows how they're going to introduce those characters in the game and shine some light on the Boruto story as a whole. However, I will say this: regardless of what they do with those characters, it does appear that there will actually be real boss battles in the game. Given the pattern of Naruto given the pattern of the Naruto Storm series, it's always been numbered Storm games that have had detailed, well-constructed stories modeled after the manga. But it appears that for the first time, the game will break that pattern and feature boss battles in it, which is really great to see. And I love this so much. I think this is amazing because, now granted, this isn't confirmed. We don't know, right? We don't know if they're going to have the grade A boss battles that we're used to seeing, but it looks like they will. And from what we know, you know, CC2 is really good at you know, coming up with some original material for their boss battles. You know, boss battles that come to mind are Naruto versus Sasuke from Storm 2. There were situations in that particular fight that didn't quite happen in the manga. In fact, there really wasn't as much of a fight in the manga or anime. But in the game, they actually had a fight, and it was pretty cool, and the emotion behind it was pretty epic. It was pretty decent, to say the least. It was actually a pretty good fight. And then you have Obito, or rather Toby versus Naruto in Storm 3. Now that clip's been going viral for a few days now. At the time that I'm making this video, it's been going viral for a few days. People have been shining some light on how cool it was to see. So CC2, they can come up with some stuff. So I have faith in their boss battles, if they are going to do boss battles that are completely unique and original to this story. I think that's amazing because it means we're getting a grade A Storm experience. We're not just getting, yes, this game could be a springboard to the next big game, but we're getting content that is akin to a grade A numbered Storm game, which is really cool and hype to see. All in all, that's pretty much all I got. This was a breakdown of the trailer and implications behind that. Obviously, still got to wait for more details and things to come out, but all in all, I'm feeling pretty good about this story, honestly. It's feeling like, you know, it's definitely going to be a playthrough. For a moment there, it might have been feeling like it was going to be a meme kind of thing where you just boot it up, run through it, unlock all the characters, you're done with it, or you just skip it all and you go to free battle, unlock all the characters. But honestly, given what we've seen in the trailer, it's actually looking like this is going to be a playthrough. This is going to be a pretty good story, and it's got a lot of people turning their heads, which is epic to see for the game. Anyways, this has been CaRai breaking down the Naruto story trailer and giving you guys certain insights and my opinions on it as a whole. With that being said, CaRai out.